Good morning and welcome to episode 1642 of Hard Factor. It is Thursday, February 6th, 2025. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80% accuracy guaranteed on this podcast. Patreon.com/Hard Factor if you need more Hard Factor. Today, Wes is kicking us off with some big, huge news stories. The biggest.
Yeah, it's huge news if you don't like sharing locker rooms with someone with a penis if you're a girl.
Oh, okay. That's what's in the news today.
It's a big news. Big news. Yeah, it's we're gonna cover the latest executive order in the pile that has been stacking up on Trump's desk, as well as former President Joe Biden, what he's up to and his next moves in his career.
Besides napping, I figured that's
besides napping,
significant amount of it is napping, but then there's some other there's some time for something else. Yeah,
it's got a little bit of time.
Yeah,
small snacks.
Of course.
Yeah, snacking.
Ice cream.
Napping.
You gotta get a daily ice cream at this point, that age. I'm on deck. I've got one that Mark sent in. Hilarious. Female influencers in China. We've covered a little bit about how they get down, which is to say they basically run the country. There's Xi, and then there's the like teeny influencers, and that's who appears to be in control of China, of mainland China. They're like second in command, it seems like, and we'll get into it because they keep doing monumental stuff that just rocks the nation. And this one's no different. So,
okay,
beautiful.
Yeah, they're making. I mean, it's an up and coming. That's an up and coming group right there. The Chinese teenage female influencers.
You ever seen an Asian on the street doing like an influencer thing? I've seen it a few times. Where they're just out in public doing like some stupid video, and they've got someone filming them.
Does it have to be an Asian? I mean,
I've only seen Asians. I don't know if that's just me.
In Austin, you're saying it's all Asian.
I've like up at the Domain, it's just all Asians doing weird, funny, silly stuff, and they're all really good. They're all really good looking.
Oh glowing skin. I mean, that's no different in China.
Followed all of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it is more of an Asian thing. It's certainly a Chinese thing. That's for sure. I know that.
Seat right here.
I haven't. Yeah, you're gonna watch it. That's what she wants. I haven't seen that, but I saw a funny a clip of a guy making fun of people that do that, and he went up to a stranger like in a grocery store and asked her to film his TikTok.
I saw that.
And then he went on for like 5 minutes, just like pranking her. She was a complete stranger, and he kept like doing dances and stuff about products.
Choking on the wrapper, like he was sucking it.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's awesome. Yeah, well, I mean, that's the game these days. But none better, really, other than these Chinese women. I mean, they'll give us a run for our money if they ever get off their own internet. But right now, we just can report about them outside of their internet.
I'm excited to see what this young lady's up to.
Oh yeah, well but
I know.
I mean, I'm excited to share.
Yeah,
it's good. Mark,
I have in the rear. I have a fun animal fact, and then two dummies getting real dumb together. Two guys partying together in their early 20s. They got a little dumb, and it doesn't end well for either of them. Really dumb stuff. You're going to want to hear what happened. But also, I just was looking on my phone, got a notification from a listener that added us and said, "Hey, guys, 2 new Russian window deaths. Apparently, 2 top Russian colonels plunged to their death from high windows
today. Wow, it's heating up. Yeah, 2025 has been eventful so far, I'd say.
Yeah, they just tossed 2 Russian colonels out of the windows today.
You never know when your last elevator ride's going to come over there.
No,
you don't. I don't know how things are evolving with Ukraine or whatever, but
you say we're going to the 12th floor.
There's always an opportunity. To get tossed out a window in Russia.
Yeah.
Can we do this meeting on the first floor?
Yeah. It's like the scene in Goodfellas when he shows up. Anytime you go above like the 3rd floor, it's kind of like that, you're not going to be a made man. You're going to be made into ketchup.
Right. It's like when an Italian has to sit in the passenger seat in the front.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like on a car ride.
Right.
Yeah.
In the strangling seat.
He's
Yeah.
gonna sit behind me.
Like, all right.
Mhm. Yeah, not good. Okay, well, let's get into it. Let's do some news. We've covered some of the executive orders that new President Trump has been signing. He's been signing executive orders by the pile, and his latest executive order has officially banned transgender women from competing in women's sports all across the country, from grade school to college. Here's a picture of President Trump signing the order. As you
Ton
can
of young
see-
girls.
Wait, what? He surrounded himself with
Yeah,
like
he did.
hundreds of young women.
Yeah.
He asked him to come up. Do you have the video? He asked him to come up. He almost like had
No.
one of the girls sign it. He like one of the little girls. He was like, "Well," he goes like, "Well, I have to sign it, but as soon as I'm done, you can hold the pen." Like he wanted her to sign.
I mean, they are very happy. They will no longer have volleyballs being spiked at their faces, going 70 miles an hour, or mocked. and the-
Volleyball girls especially seem to be
Yeah.
the most pleased
Yeah.
with the spikes in the face. Yeah,
Yeah.
like because college, like honestly, if you had been following it, I don't think it was getting a ton of traction. Like the swimmers, like Leah Thomas didn't really do much. When the college volleyball team,
Well, she set some records.
started.
she set some
Yeah,
records
yeah,
for
she's exactly like so. Swimming didn't even like really do it. College volleyball teams started sitting out games.
Yeah.
They wouldn't play.
Well, that's what I
if-
always said.
if a team was spiking them in the face, they wouldn't play that
I have
team.
no
and
skin
that's
in the
what
game,
really
not
moved the
being a
needle.
girl or having a daughter or someone that's close to me that plays high level women's sports. But I was always like, yeah, I don't really care unless it's like MMA or like something that like requires injury. Like I didn't want to see that anyone get hurt.
Well,
But I
make
always-
believe kind of proved that we didn't want to see it in boxing.
You still think she's trans, huh? I don't think so, but okay.
I think the jury's out.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
She's a woman.
Yeah. So of the signing, surrounded by gleeful young girls, President Trump said, "With my action this afternoon, we are putting every school receiving taxpayer dollars on notice that if you let men take over women's sports or invade your locker rooms, you will be investigated for violations of Title IX and risk your federal funding." Also in the order, which I think is hilarious, it directs private sporting bodies to come to the White House and sit there and hear stories of female athletes who have suffered long-term injuries
Oh damn.
or who have been silenced
They're
and
making
forced.
the people who made the rules sit there and listen
Yeah.
to the people they fucked over.
Yeah,
That's
and they're gonna make or forced to shower with men
That's
and whose
incredible.
hard work has been cast aside due to the biological advantages of males. I mean, if they bring videos, that would be incredible. It's like here's when I
Spike.
yeah, it's just videos of girls getting spiked in the face.
Now they're like in a full body cast and the fucking,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
fucking
She's got like a
fucking-
whistle for a voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I pay to get in that
administrator
meeting?
nerd has to sit there and listen to her horror story.
Sounds like Daffy Duck.
That's part of the order.
Yes, dude,
Uh,
that's the best part.
Yeah. So President Trump also said at this press conference, "Today marks a great day in America and ends an era of embarrassing losses, broken noses, fractured legs, and shattered dreams at the hands of biological males pretending to be females in women's sports. No longer will a biological male be able to hoodwink his way into a women's locker room simply by wearing a wig, joining a women's sports team, and taking them to a championship title." So
Now, like, he can get those crotches real tight on the women's track and field, the women's swimming.
well, they because this girl CC Teffer, she won an NCAA title in 2019 in the 400-meter hurdles, and then I think they stopped. They banned women from sprint competitions in the NCAA.
It's a lot of like they win and then they get the award and then maybe
Mhm.
it's taken away. It's
It's
kind of like in college football when they were accepting money before the NIL. A lot of like the like that has been going on. They won,
Yeah.
and then maybe they didn't win, but
Yeah.
then it's like a thing. Yeah.
And this is also just like a never-ending saga. Like before the whole movement, there was Semenya, and before, like, I'm sure it's going to happen again. This isn't the last time.
Yeah, they've already banned golf and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, this definitely affects.
He really came after the trans with a lot of those early executive orders. They're not in the military anymore, right?
It's then fraud now.
It's removed from like like in general LGBTQ. They removed the T. That's just gone.
He also made it if your passport has the wrong sex on it, like if you're it's now a fraudulent piece of.
Made it pretty. He hasn't really done much with the economy yet, but he's absolutely demolished the trans community.
Yeah, well, these are things that can get done quickly, Mark. He can really annihilate the trans quickly.
Priorities, got it.
Yeah. And by the way, just
now that the trans are gone and don't exist anymore, right? As humans, now we can maybe move on to the economy.
Now on to the eggs.
Yeah.
Speaking of this, Tiller has a great live comment in the chat. President Trump then ordered himself to be locker room czar. Yeah.
Right. He likes to go in the back of those like beauty pageants and stuff.
Yeah,
back room.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. He didn't say that last quote, by the way, lest you come after me.
No way, Wes. He didn't say that whole thing that you just said.
No. I'm as a journalist, I'm a little worried now. I might get shipped off to El Salvador. Like everyone's worried about.
Yeah, I gotta stop talking shit about Musk.
Speaking of the locker room czar, this is one of the funniest fucking tweets. What's happening in America is roughly equivalent to the yearbook committee and theater kid types getting rocked by a football team and chess club alliance. So,
oh yeah, dude, the Doge chess geniuses.
Yeah, it's I hadn't seen a more apt like comedy tweet to explain 2025 than that so far.
The Doge kids that got doxxed are so fucking smart and dirty.
Why did they dox those kids?
Well,
talk about lighting a fuel under the fire, Daily Beast.
Yeah, you don't want to dox the kids that can dox you, right? But Elon's not real happy about the doxing. He said that he's going to seek vengeance on anyone that doxed his nerd crew.
Those kids are on the Daily Beast.
He basically got a team of everyone that tracked his jet.
Yeah.
Like all the guys that created like algorithms and
he flipped them.
Apps. He's like, all right, stop tracking my jet. Let's work together.
Yeah. Don't you want to have power? You come with me. And then he flipped him, but then Daily Beast fucking doxed him. And that I would say that these
I'm glad they did, not for them personally, because I got a good laugh in looking at their pictures. But
oh yeah, definitely.
I wouldn't want to be associated with doxing them. They're gonna get fucked.
Definitely the chess club for sure. But then look at what they're doing. The next day, they're proving Politico was funded by the USAID. I mean, these kids are on a fucking roll.
They're gonna find everything.
Everything, dude. If you did something dirty in the last 5 years, those fucking nerds are gonna find that shit.
The one nerd who doxed himself, because like 6 or 7 of the kids were just doxed because they don't want to be known because they're going in there and finding all this shit, but and getting a lot of people like fired, so like people might come after him or whatever. But the one kid who doxed himself, he's like, I work for Doge. It was a video on our Discord where he created software to read scrolls from Pompeii, like Mount Vesuvius, Pompeii,
burned scrolls,
and like buried in ash, and then when they took the scrolls out, like covered in mud, impossible to decipher. And he created a software that like put it together, like when you unshred paper, like the FBI or whoever used to do, except with a burned scroll from like 1 million years ago.
And he scans the MRI of the scroll. He's basically reading rocks. This kid,
they're gonna find everything. They're gonna find everything.
He built an AI system to translate the rocks into Greek letters.
These are not the type of guys you want to mess with when they have the digital control of everything.
No.
Right. So Daily Beast probably stepped in a big pile of shit with that one, is my guess.
Well, they're going to get fucking banned by Trump soon anyways.
Well, they can't because they're owned by Soros, but it doesn't, or whoever. I mean, one of those left-leaning media groups. So I mean, like, but are they going to get fucked with? Yeah, 100%.
And I'm like more scared of those kids than like a gang, an actual gang, just because what they can do behind with a couple clicks, just ruin your life. They can ruin your life with a couple clicks. Yeah. They can erase you.
Yeah.
What's it called? Johatsu.
They Johatsu you.
They can Johatsu you.
Consent.
Yeah.
They could.
How long do you think till he finds out he's been Juhatsu'd, guys?
That's what that crew should call themselves, is the Juhatsus.
No more driving for Mark.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, I it's good they're uncovering a bunch of bullshit spending. That's the good thing about it, right? Right?
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I don't think-
there's pros and cons. We don't want to spend a bunch of shit that we shouldn't, but also like people losing their jobs in the federal government that are just fathers and mothers and stuff sucks. Like
yeah,
it's 3.7 million.
it wasn't their
employees.
fault. They were a tube counter.
No, it's
at
not
Social
their fault.
Security.
And they're losing their
They
jobs.
didn't
so that
choose
sucks.
to have the meaningless job that doesn't do anything for 30 years. They just got it. They just
Yeah.
were in the place to have it. And so now when their job is found out to be, doing nothing essentially, that it sucks for them.
Yeah, but not all the jobs do nothing. And I mean,
No, not all
Yeah.
of them do.
and
Not all,
it just sucks to get fired in general. I mean, like,
yes.
Yeah.
it's a bummer.
Yeah.
No, not all of them do. I think but
Yeah.
they have proven that some, especially at like USAID, were kind of.
And on the flip side, yes, we do
Good run.
want to spend less, of course, but why is there an executive order for the Iron Dome that's supposed to cost $2.5 trillion? Why are we doing that?
The
'Cause it's
Doge
cool.
better pick it up. The Doge better pick it up because that's a lot of
That's a lot of
lot
dough.
spending to save for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Doge, you're on notice. Nerds, get to work.
Right.
Okay.
There's a plan. There's some kind of plan going on.
Sure.
We'll have to wait and see. It's been 2 weeks. Anyway,
An eventful 2 weeks.
yeah,
It's
very
been
eventful.
2 weeks. Yeah.
Anyway, while Trump was busy crushing the dreams of transgender women athletes across the country, former President Biden was also making moves for the next stage of his short life. Hollywood Biden, the former president, just signed with talent agency CAA, which also reps the likes of Aerosmith, Brad Pitt, Julia Roberts, Jeff Goldblum, to name a few, and countless other A-listers. This is
Weekend at Bernie's 3.
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum.
Am I right?
This is actually the second time that CEA has repped Biden. He previously was repped by them in 2017 to promote his book, Promise Me Dad, A Year of Hope, Hardship, and Purpose, which chronicles the very hard year he found out his son Hunter was fucking his dead brother's wife and the promise Biden made to not tell anyone about it.
I can't wait till Dark Brandon writes "Promise Me, Daddy."
Yeah, that's what I heard it was about. I could
He
be wrong.
calls it the big man.
Yeah,
You know?
the sequel. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured it was for books and probably like talk show appearances.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, ex-president. I mean, Barack Obama is represented by them too. Ex-presidents get paid a shit ton of money to go
Yep.
speak at universities and
Yeah,
all that
talking-
stuff.
Yeah.
You need an agent to do all that shit for you.
Yeah, but they are kind of trying to branch out. Biden, they're getting started working with Joe and already have several roles lined up for him. Here are a few that they are sending Biden to audition for. All comedies, I assume. One is a cameo, Lost Creep.
Lost Creep. No, he's
Lost
the star. That's not a cameo.
Well, yeah,
They
Uh,
wrote that one for him.
yeah. Another cameo.
Picture the role.
Yeah. Lost old man urinating on family's beach blanket.
Oh, it's a series.
Again,
Uh,
yeah, he's
Uh,
a feature.
cameo, man with dementia urinating in neighbor's mailbox at 9 a.m.
Oh.
Are these working titles or?
No, these are just these roles that they're not
Oh, they're roles.
yeah, the roles.
I
the
hope
role.
CAA just makes that one themselves. Like, just they just go by his house.
When
and
the
not-
script when the titles come down, it'll say lost old man urinating on family's beach blanket. Joe Biden.
Right.
Imagine how uniting it would be for the nation to see Joe Biden urinating into a USPS mailbox just
Yeah.
on accident. It would
Be
be fun.
amazing.
I mean, everybody would love it.
Well, he
Uh,
would bring the house down too, and like if he showed up on a bicycle and fell down, that would be funny.
Yeah.
In the movie.
Gets up
Yeah.
and pisses in the mailbox.
Also, this is more of an educational one. They're going to be showing grade school kids. Old man letting kids pet his hairy legs at pool. So that one it's kind of like a warning kind of piece. I guess their educational piece. And this one he's going to nail every
A little
time.
darker.
Yeah, creepy old man whispering weird stuff in little girl's ear during press conference with tons of cameras around.
Thank God
Yeah.
Biden didn't do that that executive order today with Trump with the 300 little girls. The media people would have had a field day. with that.
Oh,
Middle of that.
it's not enough time to whisper in all their ears.
Oh no. Yeah. Why? He just that guy. I mean,
This is the creepiest video I've ever seen.
you gotta
him.
watch. I think he does the little kiss. Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta watch out for him.
Looks like
Pam
Justin
Bondi-
Baldoni.
Yeah. Right. Apparently, Bondi's gonna release that Epstein list. So
Mm.
I don't know. Is that a meme? Is that fake? Is that fake news?
Who
I haven't
knows?
heard about it.
Have you guys seen this fake video? It's pretty funny of Biden whispering in the girl's ear.
Yeah, you're good. Let me whisper a secret. You're one sexy kid.
Oh, God.
Don't tell mommy what I told you.
Don't
No.
tell mommy when I told
Tell
you.
her.
Oh my God.
There's no way that's
No,
real.
it's fake.
That was
It's fake.
dubbed.
It's fake. It's fake. He did tell her a secret. Nobody knows what the hell he said there. But Biden took in in 2016 when he was out of VP, he was making $190,000. One couple universities paid him $190,000 just to go speak at their commencement. So, but they better hurry up because that ain't gonna last much longer. Biden speaking.
Well, you know, Hunter's like trying to get him to do it because he's on thin ice with, he's not collecting any free jobs from foreign governments anymore. So Hunter's like, go ahead, Dad, take the speech.
Yeah,
he's free, but yeah, he's probably not bringing in cash anymore.
So, hopefully we'll see. Maybe we'll see him in a couple cameos, but I imagine it is probably for maybe another book deal or just appearances at colleges to mumble
and talk shows. I assume.
Maybe.
Yeah, late night
live appearances where he'd have to field questions. I don't know.
Yeah, but he doesn't have any pressure anymore, so it's kind of like he's gonna be bad, but it's not gonna be
sure,
as
but
bad.
like they still might have to what if he just completely doesn't respond?
They'll just cut to commercial. All those shows cut to commercial whenever that happens. They're just like,
they're all taped.
All right, we're going to commercial. Yeah,
Joe, you there?
Yeah, and then they come back from commercial and he's not there.
Anyway, that's what's going on with the two most recent presidents.
Nice, the oldest of all time. It's been quite a show. And hey, if you want to live into old age like those two guys, or if you want to really vastly, like exponentially improve your body quick, like the next person we're about to talk about, some of these Chinese influencers, have I got the app for you? Fitbod. Okay, Fitbod is the perfect app to try if you're wanting a simple and effective way to get in better shape, help longevity, so you could live longer. You could look better. You get shredded because they tell you how to lift weights. Fitbod is like having a personal trainer in your pocket that builds you a fully personalized workout. There are plenty of fitness influencers that are trying to sell you less for more. Fitbod combines the workout planning and tracking you need to stay consistent and make progress. Just download the app, Fitbod, boom, one word, download. Tell it your goals, how much time you have to work out, what workout equipment you have available to you if you have a gym or whatever. And then boom, it just plans out your fitness routine, okay, based on what fits your life. So it's perfect, right? Because even a personal trainer might try to pressure you into something you might not actually get done. Fitbod is going to work with you. It does what you tell it to do because it's an app that wants you to get healthy and get in better shape. Fitbod creates a personal workout routine based on your goals, fitness level, and available equipment. Workouts adapt to your growth, so each workout is challenging enough to push you to make progress. It's all about breaking plateaus with Fitbod. Fitbod tracks your muscle recovery so you can avoid burnout and keep up your momentum, fine-tuned by experienced certified personal trainers to bring the best practices and exercise science to you. Achieve New Year resolutions and learn new movements the right way. They have like little demos on them with over 1,000 demonstration videos. It's like a personal trainer, but better. It's cheaper and easier to build a custom fitness plan that works for you. I've already lost 5 pounds using it for 2 weeks. So level up your workout. Join Fitbod today to get your personalized workout plan. Get 25% off your subscription or try the app free for 7 days at fitbod.me/hardfactor. That's FITBOD.me/hardfactor. Really great. Real.
Do it.
If you just want an app that's like super simple, tells you when to work out and, keeps you motivated, Fitbod it. Join it. Oh, also Fatathon. Hey, final day to get your weight in is this Friday. Discord server, patreon.com/hardfactor. If you want to join the Fatathon, lose weight with us, it'll go through Memorial Day. So you can join anytime, but like if you want to get your weights in on the tracking sheet with the rest of us, join by.
Yeah, if you want to be officially tracked, get it in. Yeah. Please get it in by this weekend. But we accept all entries. Just encouraging everyone to do it. Yeah.
You will not win if you join late because people take
That's it.
Yeah.
Even if you lose like 100 pounds, we're not going to mention it. So you have to unless you get it in by Friday. Yeah. We might mention it, but
If you're
we're going to
100
say asterisk.
asterisk. 100%. Okay. Chinese women in the spotlight today, guys. Wes, have I got your attention?
Yep, got it.
Okay, good.
With your hands.
We've covered
Do those
how
hands.
We've covered how insane Chinese influencer culture has become. There was the man recently, remember, who bankrupted his family, like the whole family business and everything, hundreds of thousands of dollars, so that one young female Chinese influencer would call him brother over and over again on his live.
She wasn't even banging him. She was just like giving him shout outs on her semi-sexual feeds.
Right. And so he would just be like, he would donate hundreds of thousands worth of USD of Chinese yuan or whatever.
He stole all the copper from the family.
Yeah, stole the copper family business, everything, bankrupted him, just to be called brother by this like young Chinese chick who's a streamer. And now today we've got some more revolutionary female influencers from the land of the Red Dragon. First up, has Asia found their own Hawk Tuah? Hard Factor Hawk Tuah expert Wes is going to let us know right now. Check it out.
Do you make your boyfriend happy so they never forget about you?
I give them head.
What's your favorite drink?
She say cock? Come?
Come.
They cut it right off right there at the end, you know? So you don't know.
We sure that's a woman?
What's that favorite drink? Well, let's watch it one more time.
How do you make your boyfriend happy so they never forget about you?
I give them head.
What's your favorite drink?
Come.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, she needs a catchphrase. If she would have like said like kami or heady, something like that.
You're right. I mean, probably not as much pizzazz as Hawk Tuah.
Yeah.
But
she could be Haikua.
She's a cutie. She's a cutie. Haikua. That's a good one. She's a cutie. And Haikua could be a Thai lady boy. We don't know. And that meme right now has over 150,000 likes on Instagram. And so we'll see if she takes off Wes. I don't know if Asia really found Hawk Tuah.
Yeah, they're gonna need to keep looking.
I didn't mean to offend you or Hawk Tuah by putting her in the same league.
Nowhere near in the same league. Sorry. She didn't know. There was no demonstration of what she does. There was no catchphrase. Nowhere close. Sorry.
You're right. Hey,
she tried.
Just giving it a shot,
Yeah. It's just a street whore.
Oh. Damn.
Yeah. All right. Well, you heard. I mean, Wes is the foremost Hawk Tuah expert at Hard Factor. So
unlike anyone that hooks up with her, because it might be a lady boy again, he shoots it straight.
That's right. Yeah, probably so. She'd do great on that Japanese show. And speaking of taking off, like Chinese Hawk Tuah may do, our featured Chinese female influencer today may one day literally be able to take off into flight using nothing but the power of her own body.
What?
Yeah. How's that possible?
She can fly?
Yeah. How could she do that? How could she fly with her body, you ask? Dextero is reporting that
something. Hawk, she's Hawk.
Yeah, like like an actual hawk.
Yeah.
Literal hawk, literal. Because Dextero is reporting that Chinese influencer, 30-year-old Douyin, I think that's the city she's from, Douyin streamer Dalocian, that's her name. It's like Dalmatian, except Dalaotiin. Dalocian has spent over $140,000 equivalent to transform herself into an android. So
that okay.
This is stupid.
So the picture you're showing looks like it's a total like an android suit, kind of like a furry, but like an android suit. She's
correct.
Inside that, like her is any part of her
bionic? No.
Is any part of her face real or hair in that real?
Jury's out. I think she wants you to think that some of it's actually robot parts inside of her body. Okay. I think it's actually just extremely fancy clothes.
It's an expensive suit.
Like an Iron Man suit.
Iron Man suit. She got an Iron Man suit, but she claims that she's been, sort of like bionically enhanced. That's like part of her act,
But she's good at having that blank, like sex doll stare.
Oh,
she is, right? She is, but she does break character. Check this one out, Wes.
I saw when she broke character and it ruined the whole thing for me.
she was eating with the old ladies in town.
Yeah.
Couldn't help herself. Broke character. Look
Yeah.
at that smile. She's a beautiful girl.
She's beautiful,
Yeah,
yeah.
great smile.
Yeah.
But
but-
is that her face or is that a?
What's her face?
Okay.
That's her acting real. This is her acting like
She's a
robot.
girl in a suit, Mark.
Yeah,
but-
it's a
but-
girl in a suit.
But the face in those pictures isn't real, right?
What? Yeah. No,
just
she's
her.
she's just
That's
really
her?
good at having that blank sex doll stare.
That's her. Yeah, that's
and
her.
lots of makeup.
That's the lotion, Lotion.
Dalotion.
She's tall.
Dalotion. She's
Why?
tall for a
She's
Chinese woman.
cooking
Yeah.
with like
She's
silver
like twice
arms.
the size of some of the other Asian women in the videos.
Yeah, it's impressive.
She's tall. Yeah.
She's like she's a hometown hero. She's a celebrity. But she went, obviously like Beijing or some big city. She's from this little town, Duyan, I guess. She went to the city to get her big robot suit. Then she went back home and she's like, the town they can't believe it.
she
And
went
so
and got
check out-
ripped off in the city.
Look
Yeah.
at the size
You
of
gotta-
her, though.
She's huge. Yeah, she towers over there. Of course, I think her feet may be up on top of those
They
robot
have
feet,
to be. There's
and-
no Asian woman that's that
Yeah.
tall.
Yeah, she
From
might
that
have a
from that
boost.
town.
She might have a boost in the legs.
She's got a boost. Those feet, like her feet are in the robot's
Yeah.
calves,
Okay.
Yeah.
and so
for
she's
sure.
like boosted up, but then see, she breaks character. That stinks,
Bummer.
right, Wes?
Yeah, I like when she was just a soulless sex doll.
Yeah, if you were having like, if you were paying to have sex with her as a soulless sex doll and she broke character, it would be terrible,
It
right?
would be the worst.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
a lotion.
Nobody can afford that.
Don't
Yeah.
smile.
Yeah,
Nobody can afford that because Mark. While most of it's just cosmetics, she's trying to like kind of convince you maybe the neck thing, the silver neck thing is like a permanent body change. But yeah, most of it's just cosmetics.
It's a cool outfit. I mean, it's a cool
Yeah.
like Halloween. You win the contest. Every
I
time.
hate when you do that.
Yeah.
I hate when you
talk.
do that. Yeah, yeah, just talk.
we don't need to question whether she's going to blow up. She has over 5 million followers and exploding on Chinese social media. So she has all these Chinese dudes paying her
Yeah,
all
she's
kinds of
also
money
just very good looking too.
to say whatever. She is super hot. Yeah.
Her or her fake face is attractive.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's so weird. Like she's obsessed with being a robot. It's so weird, but she's so attractive that like the South China Post is promoting it.
Yeah,
Because
you let
it's
it slide.
Even though this is a freakish thing, it's like basically like the Japanese dude who wanted to become a husky.
Yeah, you
except-
remember him, Will, and you're like, this is fine.
Right. But then you see her and you're like, yeah, she does want to be a robot, but wow. That's like the hottest girl in China. And
The husky guy was on all fours and like licking your legs and like eating off the ground.
Yeah.
is a little bit different.
Yeah, it's a lot different.
Yeah. So so China's proud of this one. You could see why.
It's just a tall, hot robot. Now, if you have sex with her, like, is that like a loophole for people that are into like robots?
Yeah.
I feel like it is.
I mean, if her boyfriend's into cosplay,
Yeah.
he hit the jackpot because
Rich
Anime.
nerds would pay $10,000 minimum to have sex with her in the robot suit.
Probably could only get it up for the robot suit.
Mm-hmm.
certain guys. Elon, imagine what this does to revs his engine, you know?
Oh, he's a fan. He's one of the 5 million followers and all of the Doge team. Guaranteed. I mean, again, not coming after the Doge team. We like you guys. You know.
He is hot. No.
All right. Fun fact, guys. Cheetahs are crooners.
Like Sinatra?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So, like cheetahs are like crooners. Okay, it's basically scientifically proven that they have a special bark. They're calling it a bark. It's more of like their cat. It's more of like a purr, but it's special bark that makes female cheetahs ovulate on the spot. Let the beat drop those eggs, girl.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That's what Frank Sinatra used to do to women.
That's
yeah. He had a bark too. Yeah.
Yeah. You could make women ovulate too.
Crooners can do that. Yeah. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah.
Don't get too turned on now. Okay, here we go. No, that's not it. That's the Yin Yang twins. I'm just kidding. Here it is.
Do it too slow. Do it very slowly.
True Lies. That's true.
Yeah, it sure is. What a scene.
Do it nice and slow. But just like in True Lies with Jamie Lee Curtis, it works every time. And like I said, it's just like a purr. They just go.
You don't actually have the real one.
No, it's not worth it.
It's
Not
that
worth
bad.
it.
It's like the whale. It's like the whale farts.
Yeah.
It's like whale farts.
I heard it, and I was like, eh.
Oh,
Literally, yeah, it's exactly what you'd imagine.
I had
So
the
they go,
South Park chef being sensual. I
Yeah.
almost put that one in, and then I went with those two. But it's just like a purr. It's like, and then the
And then
women
eggs
the
drop.
Yeah,
Wow, dude.
that's it. Yeah, that's the fun fact about cheetahs.
That is
pretty,
a fun fact.
pretty
Imagine,
good party trick. Yeah.
Does any other animal have that power? That's a lot of power for the males.
I feel like we've done some bugs that like have some pretty good powers. There's one, what is it, like the fruit fly?
That's crazy.
The fruit fly, when it gets turned down, goes straight to liquor, which is
He
why
drinks.
you
Mm.
find
Fruit
a
fly
lot of
can
fruit flies in your booze, because when they get turned down for sex, they go straight to booze.
Yeah. Just like us.
Yeah, exactly. But pretty good party trick for males. Now, not very clever. Not all males are as clever as male cheetahs, like male humans, for example. I've got a couple of guys those would definitely pass
We
on.
definitely don't have the fucking egg drop call. That's something that didn't hit the humans. We didn't get that one. Passed
No,
out.
and these two guys don't have much at all going on for them. This story happened in Salt Lake City, Utah, the home of the "we don't do the multiple wives" thing anymore. Right? It's just they do. It's a sad one. I'm going to warn you. It's a very stupid one. That's for sure. That's why we're going to make fun of these people. But it ends in a death. 23-year-old
Okay.
Ashton Mann with two N's, who was a man, got a little too aggressive with one of his quote friends over the weekend.
Okay.
So the two pals are hanging out
You know.
at the house, partying a little bit, started smoking some weed, drinking, just two guys on Saturday night in the Kearns area of Utah, just getting fucked up. Two buds in their 20s, you know?
How do you know where this is heading?
Yeah, well, you don't. The two started
If it was
talking about,
us, it would be caps on the floor. That
yeah, it would be like one-on-one beer pong for like 14 hours, or caps, like some sort of binge drinking game until we passed out. They played a game. The two started talking about guns, just man talking it. And man's friend
we
dropped
didn't have any guns when we were that
Thank
age. in our
God.
apartments.
Thank God we didn't have any guns.
I didn't move them down until I bought a house.
No, that would have been. This could have happened to us. Man's friend dropped a doozy on him. Out of nowhere, he told him a pretty incredible skill he had been holding out on and hiding from him. It turns out man's buddy could dodge bullets. He told him.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he can make anyone come in 2 minutes.
No, I know that's where you're going. I know that's where
Japanese
you were
game
headed.
show host.
That's why I told you were wrong. I know.
Oh,
Enough of this gun shit. Let's whip it out.
Vacuum, super vacuum.
Remember that character
how do you
Birdo?
survive?
Yeah. No, he told him that no, he didn't mention his sexual prowess. He just said, "Hey, I can dodge bullets. You didn't know this about me, but now that we're talking about guns, we're a little high, we're getting a little loose. I figured I should get it off my chest." It's not clear if he meant like Matrix style
Mhm.
or Superman style, but he was pretty emphatic that maybe like Houdini style, he could just dodge and stop bullets, catch bullets or whatever.
Dude, that's the drunkest thought I've ever heard.
Yeah. So what do you think they did?
Telling you, I'm fast enough. I
Yeah.
could do it. I hear the shot. I dodge it. I'm telling you. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, bro.
Just that much quicker than a bullet.
Yeah, that's literally that's about exactly what happened, word for word. And what do you think happened next? I mean, they went into the garage to test this out because look, if one of you guys tells me you can dodge a bullet and we're drunk and high, the very next thing that's going to happen is I'm gonna say, let's see it.
I'm going to leave.
Yeah,
And you're gonna, yeah. Hopefully somebody's like, all right, let's test it on a hand. Or-
yeah,
or
the
a
hand,
foot
yeah,
or a toe.
yeah,
know?
or put it in like
Test it on a
blanks.
pinky toe.
Yeah, paintball, maybe.
I'd be like, how about I throw a fucking baseball as hard as I can at you and see if you can dodge that first?
No,
Right.
it's gotta be a bullet. I can't. I gotta hear the gun.
Point blank baseball. You're not dodging it.
If you can
Nobody-
dodge that, we'll move on to the gun.
You cheated. You cheated. You got to shoot it at me. So they went in the garage, and I don't know if man went on 3 instead of 3 go, like 1, 2, 3 go. But a bullet was fired, and it went directly into his now dead friend's chest.
Yeah,
Oh,
who didn't
shot
move?
him,
Who
like,
didn't
right-
move an inch?
He
Oh.
tried. And guess what? Man is being charged with manslaughter, a crime created because of dumb men like him, named after victims like his lying friend.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
This is like that influencer that had his girlfriend shoot him with a gun. I think he was wearing a vest or something, but she shot him with like a 357 or I don't know, but he died too. It was like
Yeah.
it was a stunt.
Yeah, I mean, you get shot in the chest and it misses the vest or goes through the vest, or if you
Or it's
pretend
too
like you
big
can
for the
dodge a
vest,
bullet,
the
you
vest
absolutely
would be
can't.
greater.
It's
Yeah.
gonna hurt. Now, man did go on to say that he thought he had fully unloaded the gun, which would have made it hard to run the test, and that when the gun did actually go off, his friend attempted to jump out of the way, but he died. He wasn't quick enough. The poor bastard attempted to dodge the bullet. What if he'd done it, or man's aim was off a bit, but they didn't realize it? That would have been like the best night of their lives, as opposed to the worst night of
They
their
would have
lives.
tried
Right.
it again. They would have tried it again until he was dead.
I don't believe it.
we gotta run that.
I gotta see this again. That guy was dying no matter what.
Yeah. Oh man. Actually, man does claim that they did. Like he said, he unloaded the guns and they had 2 guns, and he was the one running the test. He said that they tried it 6 times. I don't know why. He said he
What?
fired.
He
He fired the.
5 tests.
Yeah, they ran 5 tests where the unloaded gun. He pointed it at him and he shot, and the friend kept jumping out of the way for the 5.
Oh,
first
so
ones.
they were like, all right, it's gonna. But they didn't
Practice
know
runs.
when the bullet was gonna show up.
practice
Oh,
runs. Yeah. So this is all he said. That a live guy said only, but he said he ran it, pulled the trigger 5 times, and he kept jumping out of the way. On the 6th time, unbeknownst, the bullet went off, and the guy tried to jump out of the way, but obviously, he's
Sure, this
not
just
fast
isn't
enough.
murder and the most
Yeah.
hilarious excuse for a murder.
Of
Yeah.
course, I'm not sure about that, Wes,
Yeah, definitely could be.
because the dead
Also-
guy can't talk.
Yeah, the guy, there's no proof.
But can
I
you
mean, it was
believe
either-
this story that he came up with on the fly of dodging a bullet if he just shot him in the chest?
Yeah,
He told me he could dodge them.
yeah.
So
What was I supposed to do?
Yeah.
He was
He dared-
fucking
he
my, he
dared
was
me.
fucking my girlfriend, but he also told me he could dodge a bullet.
That's it's a very good possibility, Wes.
Yeah.
There's no video of it.
Yeah.
We're just going off him claiming that his friend told him he could dodge a bullet, and that's how it
let me
went down.
paint the picture, officer.
Yeah.
You're 25 beers deep. All right. And your buddy says he can dodge a bullet.
He gets a
All right.
text from my girlfriend, and then he says he can dodge a bullet.
Well, of course I shot him in the back. He said that's how he dodges it. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, anyways, RIP to that guy who can't dodge bullets, and man is gonna go to jail. Probably, it sounds like.
That's
That
a tough one.
influencer, by the way, that shot her boyfriend, he said that he could a book would stop a 357, and of
He
course
put a
it did.
book in front of his chest.
Yeah, he put a book in front of his chest. Yeah,
How big? What kind of
Oh.
book are we talking about?
probably like a a normal hardback book, but it's
That's what
still not
made
going to
it
stop
feel-
a
Yeah,
357.
it wasn't going to work.
Not enough pages.
None of pages. Yeah,
Right. Yeah, that was the problem. It wasn't enough paper to stop the bullet.
yeah.
Ooh. Which one's worse?
Dude, those are bad. Guns are dangerous, everybody. If you
Yeah.
own them,
One
you-
guy thought he could dodge a bullet, not a book. I mean, come on. That's ridiculous.
those are both just misguided extremely.
1.5 inch
Bullets
book.
bullets, in fact, were made specifically because nobody could dodge them.
The second this
That's-
guy told him in the
That's,
kitchen, he
that's
could
why
dodge a
they're
bullet.
created.
The second,
mean,
the second this guy told him he could dodge a bullet in the kitchen, they moved right to the garage.
Yeah.
Like
Dude,
that's something he fucked up.
I'm tired of you always talking shit.
Yeah. He just called his pathological liar friend out on the worst possible thing.
he had heard enough lies that
You're full of shit. Oh.
That sucks.
dodge a bullet, huh? I bet, huh?
Yeah.
He's just working himself up, getting mad at every lie.
You got anything you want to admit before we run this test?
All right. Okay. I'll buy it.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Not this,
All
not
right,
the
B.
sharpest.
What a way to go. That's one of the top
Stuff.
embarrassing ways to go.
Is that worse than that's worse than the bear falling on the guy, I think.
Easily, dude.
Yeah, that's worse.
Mhm.
That's actually somewhat accidental. This is
Yeah,
this
yeah,
or the,
yeah.
or the influencer with the book is definitely worse.
This
is
was
the
murder.
worst. It could have easily just been.
Yeah, I mean that's also the other one about
Yeah.
this one is it easily just
But until further evidence, he's only charged with manslaughter. So like it worked like a charm for now.
it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all going with the
What
with
the
the
follow-up
dodged
on this
bullet
guy?
defense.
Dodge bullet defense.
It's just ridiculous.
It may have been a situation where like, you know, it looked so much like it was believed, like beer cans everywhere, you know, like no signs of a struggle or anything.
You see
Right.
scuff
So-
marks from his shoes jumping. You can see like his little.
Yeah, like a basketball court.
Yeah. That's looks like he shuffled.
Hmm.
All right, that's gonna do it for the show. R.I.P. to that guy though. It does suck, but you know,
Yes.
gotta call it out anyways. And yeah, we love you guys. Hopefully, you know, tell a friend, and most importantly, get out there and have a great fucking day. Talk to you tomorrow.
The cream of the crop!